Hey guys, today we are going to talk about inviting. This is one of Beachbody's 3 vital behaviors. It's actually invite, 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 which is interesting because there's 3 invites, and we're going to talk about 3 things that you actually invite people to, which is invite people to the products, invite people to your challenge groups, and you invite people to the business. So I'm going to kind of break those down and just talk about what that looks like, especially for new coaches. One thing I think about when I'm a Christian, and when I was a new believer, a brand new believer, I was so excited because one, I had just learned this awesome, amazing truth, and it was new to me, and I wanted to tell anyone who didn't know what I knew and wanted to share with them. And I was just so excited, and I was inviting them just kind of naturally because it was so exciting to me that I wanted to share with them. I didn't want them to miss out on what I knew. So it's kind of like that on a different level, but we're so excited about what Beachbody has done to us, for us, with these products, amazing workouts, Shakeology. So as a new coach, you have this natural excitement because everything's so fresh and new. That's when you need to really start sharing with people what's going on, because it's so real and fresh and new, and it's easy to share with people when it's that new to you, that you got to take advantage of that and just start sharing with people. Tell them what you're doing. If they want to join you, awesome. If they don't, then they can just celebrate with you and love that you're excited about something. Okay, so the first one is the product. As a brand new coach, like I said, you're probably here because you fell in love with a product, either a workout or Shakeology or both, and you just need to start sharing that with people naturally, authentically, genuinely. It could be through social media, it could be friends and family, but honestly, when you're a brand new coach, the people closest to you are the ones you talk to the most, and those are the people that should be hearing about what's going on in your life anyway, and this is a big deal. So this is something that you would naturally tell them about. So our challenge to you is to share the product with 2 new people a day. So 2 and new are the 2 words to focus on there. 2 different people that you have not yet talked to about either the workout or Shakeology or both, whatever the product is that you are talking with them about. But 2 new people, 2 people who, one, just want to make sure they are able to be your customer. They live in the United States or Canada. It's not really going to help if they live in another country and they can't be your customer. Anyway, so 2 people that could be an actual customer, and that you have their contact information so you can follow up with them. So those are 2 viable leads that you want to have every single day. We're going to talk later on in this training about social media and how to post and share those things. But that is another way to share. If it's not one-on-one, face-to-face, it could be a text message, it could be an email, it could be a Facebook message, or we'll talk about doing like a general marketing post on social media. And a lot of new coaches, and when Rachel and I first started coaching, we sent out an email saying, this is what I'm doing now, and here's my link, buy something from me, basically. But and that's not a terrible way to do it. I don't know if it's the best strategy, and I don't think I heard back from too many people that way. People did find out that I was a coach, but that was about it. But I don't think there's anything wrong with getting on social media, on your Facebook, and saying, hey, I'm so excited, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm doing it, and then that's it. You don't have to necessarily invite them right away, but just to announce what you're doing so people do know that and they can celebrate with you. And then you may have people come to you then and say, hey, I want to hear about this. And a book that I'm reading right now is called Go for No, and that's what it's about. It's about going for the no, which sounds crazy, but the more you go for the no, the more chance you're going to get more yeses. So the more no's you go for, you have a higher probability of hearing yes from some people. And you get better about hearing that no, because that's the one thing. It's the hardest part, I guess, of this is the fear of rejection, which you're going to get a lot, probably. But you keep going for no's. There's a coach, Rachel and I just talked about a coach who on her team, she challenged them to go for 100 no's, I think it was. And they grew their businesses more that month than they had in ever or a long time, going for 100 no's. That means they were talking to more people and asking more people. It's like throwing darts. Michelle Myers has used this before. The more you throw it, the more chances you're going to have to get a bullseye. So just keep asking and go for that no. Okay, so the next thing we invite to is our challenge groups. And as a brand new coach, you may be, I know I was a little uncertain about what is a challenge group? How do I run that by myself? But you have an upline coach who is there to support you and help you and would be glad to have you in their next challenge group. And then you invite your customers to join them. And that way you can kind of be behind the scenes and maybe help out with the challenge group, but not be running it totally by yourself. So ask your upline coach, if you're just getting started, if you can be a part of their next challenge group and invite people to join you there. And that's a fun way to do it too. So when you invite, you say, hey, I'm going to be in this group and I would love to have you join me. So they feel like they're in this journey with you together. And another thing you can do is have a free challenge group. Everybody likes free, and it can be a short 5 to 7 day group, something simple, a clean eating group we've done. You could do a water challenge, a no sugar eating challenge, whatever, for 5 to 7 days, and then just get people used to being in a group and being held accountable and you practicing that as well. Your goal is to do one every single month. Okay, so a challenge group, a monthly challenge group. It could be a 21-day group. It doesn't have to be 30. And inviting people to challenge groups. Definitely you can do the social media post about your challenge group coming up so more people will see it. But personal invites go a long way. I know sometimes I don't hear back from anything from my posts on my challenge groups, but then if I send direct messages or emails or texts to friends that we've talked briefly about it, or they said maybe next month, last month, then I'm going to follow up with them and say, hey, I'm having another group. What do you think? And then I hear more responses and I get more yeses from personal invites than I do from the general posts on social media, but I still do those and I still hear back from those as well. So definitely do both, but don't just rely on your social media posts. I would always reach out, find people you've talked to before, that you've talked to in the past, or just that you think, hey, you may be interested in doing this with me. What do you think? And if they say no, they say no, and you ask somebody else. And their no could be not right now. And that has happened a lot of times for me where they say no, and then I say, well, you know, I have these groups every month. If you would ever be interested, I could follow back up with you another time. And they say, sure, maybe next month, this month my finances aren't there, or whatever the reason I have this going on, so maybe next month, and then I ask them again. So anyway, follow back up with people you've talked to or ask some new people. Okay, and lastly is invite people to the business. So this is a business. If you want this to work for you as a business, then you need a team, and you need a team of like-minded people. And why not pick your friends? You get to work with friends, family members, other fitness-minded friends, and grow your businesses together. I mean, it's awesome. You think of it like this: having customers is great, and that's amazing, and we love our customers, but having coaches, if you think of it in mathematical terms, I was a math teacher, so this is easy for me to understand, but customers are like addition, but coaches are like multiplication. So you are duplicating yourself basically and multiplying your business by adding coaches to your team, because they're doing the same things that you're doing, and they're multiplying their teams, and they're having customers. So definitely your coaches are very, very valuable. So your goal is to invite 3 people to the business every single week. That's your minimum. Okay, so let's do a quick review for your invite. 1, invite them to the product. 2, new people every single day. 2, new. Okay, the second is your challenge groups. Have a monthly challenge group. So the product is a daily, 2 new people. Challenge groups, monthly. Once a month you have a new challenge group starting, either with your upline coach or by yourself on your own. And you can also throw in a week of a free group, either at the beginning or the end or middle of the month, however you want to do it. It could be a separate group from your challenge group. Okay, and then number 3 is the business. So a minimum of 3 people per week that you're talking to about the business. And the awesome thing is it could be one of your challengers. You have them in a group, they're already bought into you, they already have a relationship with you, and if somebody's standing out in your group, then it's very easy and natural to say, hey, you are doing an awesome job. Have you ever considered becoming a coach? There you go. You started the conversation. And wherever it goes from there, you won't know unless you ask. we will get more specific into social media and what that inviting looks like. Talk to your upline if you have specific questions about this. Answer the questions below this video. All right, y'all. See you next time. Bye-bye.